wheels on the bus go round and round. The wheels on the bus go round. We're gonna pick up your kids and safely drive them around.
Well, we know that cars often need their oil change or routine maintenance done every so many thousands of miles, but what about our school buses? Today, we visit the Transportation Bus Shop, and this is your 5 on Friday with Dr. Shay James.
That's not a wrench here.
Oh, I could use that.
Today I'm here with Bob, our shop foreman, and we're here taking a look around our bus warehouse where they do all the mechanics and making sure that they keep our students safe. So I'd love for you to take me on a little bit of a look around.
Excellent, let's do it.
All right.
When we get a bus in for a service, it's not just the service. We go from, bumper to bumper. Then we just go through everything, find out whatever we can find that might be wrong that we can fix while it's here.
So do you work on different size buses, or do you work on all of them?
We work on all of them.
Okay.
A few people, Mark's pretty good with electric and the computer. Ryan, he's my night lead. He's great with the computers. So each person kind of has their own specialty, small areas, but we all work together with, figuring out if there's a problem and how to fix it and who's better at it. Big heavy work, we do that here. The only thing that we ship out is warranty work, obviously, because then we don't have to pay for it for parts.
That makes sense.
But other than that, whatever's wrong with it, we fix it.
I got it. What's your favorite part of working on buses and working here?
Probably compared to the real world is not having to deal with customers.
Kids, you get to deal with kids.
And drivers are fine,
Yes.
and there are customers, you know what I mean? But it's a
Yes.
little different. You don't have to
Yes.
get permission to fix things. You don't have to try to tell them it's going to be $1,000. So,
You just bill us. I love it. I'm teasing.
Best people I've ever worked with, best place I've ever worked. So,
Thank you for your
got
service.
an awesome crew.
All of us have came from outside in the real world. A lot of times you get into a vehicle and you're trying to fix something and the customer doesn't want to spend too much money and you're trying to make it safe. And from our standpoint is we can get in there and go, look, this is bad and this is bad and it has to be replaced or else it's just not safe to run. And, we all know the kids that we have on board, and that's our job, is to keep everybody running safe and keep the buses safe.
And how long have you been working for North Clackamas doing this work?
21 years,
Wow.
22 years. So
Wow.
quite a while.
Okay, so
I love
you're
it.
a master at it.
Well,
Yep.
we're all, we all learn from each other. We all
Yes.
have our strong points, so.
Well, thank you for your service.
Hey, you
Appreciate
got it. Thank you.
Keeping our kids safe.
Just raises it up.
And how far am I you gonna tell me when to stop?
Whenever you want to stop, it'll go all the way up.
And then I'm gonna hit it. Oh, wow.
There you go.
You did it.
Okay, let's go look underneath.
So basically, here we are underneath the bus.
Okay. So what kind of things would you work on underneath here?
Basically, everything underneath here that you see, we will work on.
Wires, anything.
This is the DPF system, so it's a diesel particulate filter. It basically takes all the smog and the nasty stuff and it collects it in here. Air system, we would work on this. Now these are the chains for summer, or for winter, I'm sorry, when it snows.
Oh, okay.
So as they're driving down the road, if it gets slippery, they apply air to this with a switch. And what these do is these come down like this, and they go against the tire, and then it throws the chain underneath the tire as you drive.
So that's the automatic chains that
automatic
we
chains.
have that when we need them for, got it, inclement weather.
It gives you traction. So both of those will come down at the same time.
Buses, which year buses have those?
All
of them,
have
even the 08s have those?
Correct.
Okay. Fantastic. I am impressed with what you guys do.
Thank you. It's a fun job. It's probably the best job I've ever had as far as even with working with people. I've worked in a lot of shops and generally mechanics are not the most cohesive group.
Yes.
And I don't think I've worked with a better set of guys than in this shop. And just our camaraderie, the way we get along. We help each other out in problems. I might know something that somebody else doesn't know and say, Bob, can you come out here and look at this? And I might be doing something and say, hey, Ryan, come over here and help me out with this. I have no clue what's going on. Sometimes we'll get 4 mechanics standing around looking at something going, it's got to be, try this and try that, and
Problem solved.
problem solved. There's no big heads here, let's put it that way. It's
I
just,
like that.
that's all we want to do is get these things fixed and running. We have a lot of the drivers will have a problem that we don't, they might write it up. They'll write it up and they say, bus makes a weird squeaking noise. We have the mechanical knowledge and they have the drivability knowledge of what the bus is doing. So we have to kind of interpret that. We all have a really, really good relationship with the drivers. We talk to them all the time. And it is one of those things where you have to be able to talk to the driver on one-on-one level to figure out exactly what's wrong sometimes.
I love our transportation department. Talk a little bit about the new warehouse for us and what that has done for you and your team.
It's made working on these so much easier. Just the fact that every single bay we can lift a bus up if we have to. The tools, in the center of the bay where we have oil and transmission fluid and everything that come down.
Oh, yeah.
Before we were carrying that around in buckets from a main thing to go and put oil in the bus, gallons at a time. And so with all of this, you just pull a hose out, you can fill up the oil, you can fill up the coolant. The room that's in here compared to what was before is just tremendous. Climate control, it's nice and warm in here during the summertime. It stays cool. You can close the doors and run the big fans. And it's been amazing being able to work in this shop.
And you can see probably no matter what time of day, whether it's light, dark, just being able to
The
be
lighting in here.
efficient.
And the old shop had no windows or no windows on the doors. So you were just relying on fluorescent lights in there and it was dingy.
I get emails about how good our buses look out in the neighborhood, and so I was curious about how we washed buses.
Just a big giant brush and this goes around really fast. It runs water out and you just walk it up one side of the bus and then down the other side of the bus, and it'll soap and scrub on one side, and then when you start coming back the other side you just have fresh water and it will just clean off all the soap and you're good to go. About 7 to 10 minutes to walk it all the way around the bus and get a clean bus.
So Bob, thank you for having us to your shop. This is a place that our folks don't get to see often, and I certainly have learned a lot and what all goes into keeping our kids safe. So thank you to you and your team for all you do.
Thank you for coming. It's been great. Anytime, come back, bring friends, and we'll do it again.
Will do. Thank you.
Round and round, the wheels on the bus go round. We're gonna pick up your